Hey guys, just got done with our manager meeting on Monday. It's about 8 o'clock, 8:05. I want to just share a couple of things with you that was discussed that would probably benefit everybody in this company, as well as if somebody wants to know the secret to growing, amongst the many secrets really. But the biggest secret that I can share with you right now at this point in my career is this. Do the hardest thing you can possibly do that nobody else can do, that moves the needle forward, and it will make you and the team around you much better, more valuable, and it'll move the needle, which along with that should move the needle in every other way, including financially, which isn't the only thing. We've talked about that, but if you do those things, the financial needle will move, because when you move all other needles, the financial needle has to move. Instead, people focus only on the financial needle, and then they don't get they don't move it because they don't realize that the financial needle is a lagged movement. It's like a turbo lag. You got to do other things, and then that needle moves. So I'll give you an example. If you are a tech and you're doing oil changes, and you're not helping people do their jobs, which is what you should be doing, and also producing the hardest jobs, and you just want to hog all the easy work, well, what's going to happen is the shop won't produce, and as a result, nobody will get paid, and the shop won't grow, and nobody will grow around you because you're hogging all the easy work, and the hard stuff will probably not get done because the shop will turn it down. And that's what happens in many shops because of flat rate and other reasons. However, if you're the kind of ATech that says, you know what, I'll do only the hardest stuff, and any other hard stuff that the other guy can't do, I'm going to help him so he can learn, so tomorrow he can do it easier so that I don't have to do it, and our production capacity goes up. You guys already know the game. It will increase your shop's capacity. It will allow you to do more hours, allow you to do harder jobs, allow you to take in more work, allow you to do more revenue, and everybody wins. Not only that, as a result, the company also grows because we're able to take in more cars, more customers, and we'd have to take in more people, which is growth. We have to hire more people, and I've always said it, car count is the main indicator of growth. If you have cars, you can pretty much hire people to do the rest of the stuff. That's one great example of an A-Tech leveraging their time to do the hardest thing. But what do you do when you're a B-Tech, C-Tech? You're the new guy that just came in the company, you're an FC on the front counter, you're a service advisor. Well, it's the same thing. Do the hardest thing that you can do. Everybody does the thing you can do the best, which is the hardest thing. So don't give the new guy the hard customer, right? Don't give the new service writer that came in a engine to sell that he's never sold before. Give him something easy. Coach him. Then give him something harder and coach him. You take the stuff that's harder, the hardest thing you can possibly do. You take that and be like, hey man, I'm going to need a little help with this, but with your help, I can figure it out. I've never done this one, but I can help. But I can promise you with a little bit of help, I can figure that out. Guys, if you think about it, and I was telling, one of our managers this, I said, listen, dude, you are doing crap that isn't moving the needle forward for your team, and you're actually doing a disservice, even though you think you're being a good leader by doing such and such tasks. Listen to me, man. I understand nobody is above sweeping the floor. Me, nobody. Right? But you understand, if I'm sweeping the floor every day, you are getting shorted, because then nobody's doing marketing for you, nobody's doing accounting for you, and if we lose and we grow, let's say we grow and you're short staffed because people are on vacation and I don't know how to hire because I'm busy sweeping the freaking floor, well, I'm doing you all a disservice at that point. And I told my manager the same thing. I said, you understand, you got to go to your team and say, guys, is it okay if I ask you to help me with these tasks so that I can go do the things that you need, like training, auditing, sales, whatever it is that only I can do or only a few of us can do? And I promise you, the team will say, absolutely, bro, we got you, man. Let me go do this thing for you so that you can go and help us continue to move the needle forward. That's what a freaking team does, right? That's what a team is about. You lean on each other. I lean on you guys every day you show up to work. I lean on every one of you guys every day, because that's what the agreement that I know that I've made with my team, that I believe in these guys, right? That you guys do this part. Now I don't sit on my butt and just pretend to work. I owe that to the team, to wake up earlier than everyone if I possibly can, and to work later than everyone that I possibly can. Because you guys are taking operations off my hand, I will make sure I take growth off your hands, right? I will not lose people, and I've said it 1,000 times, because you didn't have an opportunity to grow. Now, if you've got the chops, and I will give you the opportunity. Now, if you don't have the chops, well, don't come to me, and that's a whole different conversation, right? We don't have to go there today. We don't have to be negative. But the point I'm trying to make is, guys, I mean, you got to do the hardest thing you can do. And you got to let go of the things that you've mastered to the next guy, and you teach that to the next guy, and let him use the vehicle that got you from point A to point B so that you can go to point C, and you let them go and have that vehicle that got you from point A to point B. You know how many people have one store that they don't let go of? That they're like, no, nobody can run this store better than me. It's like, dude, yeah, they can run it a lot better than you, right? Like, nobody can run the store like me. And I'm like, yeah, they can run it significantly better. And that's a case in point. I never did the numbers that you guys are doing out of one store. That's a fact. The guys that have been with me forever will tell you that. We never did these kind of revenue. We didn't do this kind of numbers. When I ran shops, we were doing half of what all you guys are doing. So in theory, I was holding you guys back. Right? I was running a crappier shop than you guys are, and so that's fine. And again, like I told you, if you let me train and I get on the things that I need to do, and each one of you guys does the hardest thing you need to do. I hate accounting. That's no secret. I hate accounting. I hate corporate stuff. I like wearing a t-shirt. I like going to the shop. I like running around like a madman and selling auto repair, whatever the heck it takes. But corporate stuff isn't natural to me, but I know that's what the team needs right now. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do what the team needs right now. Now it's hard, it's uncomfortable, but I got to learn it because that's where the needle is moved, right? The needle is not moved where my comfort zone is. And I promise you, the needle will not be moved in your comfort zone. And that's the message for today. Do the thing that scares you, that needs to get done, that you're putting off, and I promise you it'll move the needle for your team. You can also do this in your personal life. Go after the thing that you've been putting it off and just start on it. And I promise you it's a lot easier than you thought it was. It'll move your needle, and it's often the things that are important but not urgent that need to get done that will move the needle forward. But instead we focus only on the urgent things. And urgent thing means what? You come to work and you just do the thing that needs to get done today. Well, that's great, but in the long run you lose. It's the thing that you need to do that you keep putting off is what moves your needle. It's the search that you need to take. It's the trainings that you need to watch if you're on the front. It's the sales training you need to go to. It's the books that you need to read that you don't care about. That's what's going to move your needle permanently. You'll never go back. I promise you, when I did those things, my life changed, and so will yours, and I continue to do those things. You watch these videos I'm teaching on, you listen to the books I tell you guys to read, or the books that you should be reading anyway on the side, and again, you take those certifications, you listen to the guys that are in your mentorship position above you, and you consume all this content, and you show up and you do the hardest thing possible. It is impossible that you do all these things and you will not grow as a company and as a team and as an individual. Thank you guys.